Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Taurus. So Taurus, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So Taurus, before I begin with your reading, I apologize for looking like I just burst into tears because that's exactly what happened. I was about to start recording, and whenever I do that, I just close my eyes and ask for guidance so that the message can come as clearly as possible for those watching. And I just became extremely emotional and I feel like I'm still. Oh. So, Taurus, I'm just sharing that with you because I feel extremely honored to be in this position and to be of service with the translation of these messages. And I feel like that is suiting with the message that I'm seeing for you. So your message today, Taurus, has to do with you understanding that you don't have to see the presence of those who are helping in spirit, but rather feel it. Is really a lot more important that you feel the presence of your guides, your ancestors, your angels, whoever is with you in your spiritual team. That is unlocking and untapping and removing the type of filter that is keeping you in this need to see, to have evidence, to have proof that you are being guided, that you are being accompanied, that you are not alone. So, the first card that is beginning your reading today, Taurus, is the Sun card. And the Sun card, it came through, oddly enough, not as the happy, very spontaneous energy that I'm used to seeing with this card. It actually came through as a hose with teeth, with filters. So these rays here are like, when open, the hose can flow all of the water, right? It's a clear channel. But if the rays are not shining to the outside, meaning if you're not shining your light brightly, it's like there's something that is interrupting, that is blocking the naturality, the is that the right way to say it? It's like the natural way to be yourself, right? To be fully you. And I feel like something that might have been, I'm getting emotional again. It's like something that might have been creating this filter is this hyper awareness of self, right? It's like wanting so much to know who you are. I'm going to do this. Okay, so giving yourself, Taurus, the time, giving yourself the sorry, Taurus, the Sun and the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords here is this deep breath. If you are ready to know who you are, if you know that you are ready to know who you are, give yourself some time, some breathing room to continue. And knowing that you are doing a great job. I mean, oh God, I feel like I have to stop. Sorry. Okay. Once again, knowing that you are doing a great job, but sometimes you just have to be patient with yourself. You just have to be compassionate with yourself. And give yourself this hug. It's like, if life has been hard and you feel like you're walking in slow motion, because this is how I'm seeing the Four of Swords. It's like it's very slow progress, and it's like you're not giving up, Taurus, and you are still moving forward no matter how slow. This is when you have the feeling and the notion that there is a presence with you, that you are not alone, that you are not that you're not doing this just by yourself. The Seven of Swords is coming through as filling up with a lot of energy and a lot of air and perhaps inspiration, although I don't usually see inspiration coming from the air element, but for some reason that's how it's coming. It's wanting to come here with the Seven of Swords. So it's like the framework is provided by you, meaning your continuous decision to not give up. It's like keeping on moving forward, keeping on showing up, despite you're feeling like there's something missing, like there's something that you want to fill the room with, or like having the idea, the evidence that this room is not empty, right? It's like that this framework that you're creating with your continuous decision to show up is not empty, is not just you there. It's also filled with spiritual energy, right? Spirit, because sometimes I see the Swords card as spirit, and I feel like these three ones here in the center are creating a different atmosphere to the room. And as I said, it's like it's something that you don't have to see to know that it's there, because the Two of Swords is emphasizing the not seeing, but keeping on moving forward with the steps that you have been taking, especially now that I'm seeing the Two of Swords here in one side and the Four of Swords on the other side. I feel like even here, if you've had doubt that you were doing this on your own, that you wanted so much to know yourself, right? To liberate this flow and shine your purest light, Taurus. It's like you were already there with another, right? With another consciousness, with another being, with another energy, because, well, the Two of Swords is emphasizing the steps forward. So the Four of Swords is doubling that energy. And sorry. So the Four of Swords is talking about your steps have always been taken with steps from another being, right? It's like guiding your own steps by the guidance of this spiritual energy, right? Of this guide, this angel, this ancestor. But here, wanting and asking and perhaps like resting in this slow motion type of movement, but never giving up, and still wanting or needing or thinking that you need the evidence, right, to see. But in reality, the Two of Swords here is saying, you don't have to see. You don't have to see, because it's like we are here in the room with you, right? We are giving you the inspiration. It's like we are in the air in a sense. And here with the next card coming through as the Two of Cups actually reversed, it's gorgeous here because it's talking about moving in the same direction. It's okay, so this is so gorgeous. I think I'm gonna get emotional again, but Taurus, here is like you, it's like claiming to the universe your need to see that there are steps alongside you, right? It's like if this is your spirit and this is another spirit, it's like you are moving in the same direction. It's like you're moving together. It's one flow of energy, right? It's one flow of energy. It's like moving through this hose of incredible potency. And it's like being the purest version of yourself by understanding that you don't have to see spirit. You don't have to, it's like, that's the thing. It's like if you wanted to become clairvoyant, you don't have to be clairvoyant to know that they are there in the room with you. The Two of Cups here is talking about the same energy, the same flow. You see how here we have the heart, but with this leg or whatever this is. And here this heart is pure, is untethered. It's like here, these are your steps, your human consciousness that is thinking from this level of the self, the personality self, right? The human self, wanting to see, right? Because perhaps your mind needs evidence. So this is creating this tether. This is creating this like holding back, right? Some sort of rope that is holding back. But when you turn to the feeling instead of the seeing, because this is emphasizing you don't have to see. You just have to feel. The moment that you feel, you untether yourself, right? It's like this. It's like you are untapping something that is blocking you. And it's interesting because the first row of cards, if you look at the thumbnail, they're all swords cards, and they are all upright. The second, the bottom row, Taurus, is all, well, apart from this major arcana, it's all cups cards, and they are all reversed. In terms of like imagery, they're saying that the energy is all moving in the same direction, which is forward, right? And it's this beautiful flow when you're being your purest, most natural self, shining your brightest light. And this is not the light that is it's like, you see, it's not the sunlight that you look outside of the window and you see evidence that the sun is there. It's the sun that is in you, right? That is flowing through you. It's like the way that I'm seeing this hose is like going through your spine, right? It's like perhaps it's like this flow of energy within your chakra system. But it's like, I know that this is going to be perceived uniquely by each person. So use whatever image of this flow, this pure flow that fits for you. So the Judgment card also reversed. It's like the moment that you, instead of needing to see, to have some sort of energy fill the room with their presence in terms of becoming visible to your eyes, or at least to your mind, right? So that you have some sort of proof of evidence that this energy, this spirit, this angel is with you. It's like they are there. the room is already filled with this spiritual energy. And by not needing to see, right? It's interesting because I have a picture in my room, an artwork that says, well, in Portuguese, it says, ver não é a vontade de ver. I'm looking in there because it's over there. So in English, it would be something like, seeing is not the willingness to see, right? It's not the decision to see, right? It's not this willpower. It's like seeing is just seeing, but I want to emphasize here, because of the Two of Cups, seeing is feeling, right? It's like your clairvoyance, in a sense, Taurus, would be a lot more, well, let me rephrase this. Your reception of this connection, your knowingness of this connection, is a lot more evident when you turn towards your feelings. So that would be like working with your how do you say, cognizance? No, it's not that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's clairvoyant is the one who sees, clairaudient is the one who hears. Yours is more the feeling, right? How do you call that? I'm not being given the name, but it's not about the name either, right? It's just about the sensation. It's like going beyond what the mind wants to label. It really doesn't matter what ability you have to tune in, because when you, that's the thing, this judgment, it's like this cap here, or this filter, right? The rays that, you know, if they are turned within, right? If you're not shining brightly, if you are, you know, containing yourself, restricting yourself, it's like the flow is blocked, right? And so I feel like here, what this judgment is saying is that, like, it doesn't really matter external judgment, and it doesn't really matter the how do I describe this? It's like things like concepts, like concepts that are already stigmatized, or like classified in a certain way, or like stereotyped, right? It's like, untap yourself from that. It's like liberate yourself. It's like liberate your mind from having to label, from having to give names, or it's like feeling is a pure feeling, right? When you connect to that, it's like when you untether your necessity to see, to have evidence, thinking that that is going to prove that you know, right? It's like when you turn towards your heart, you will feel the presence in the room, and that will become so apparent, so clear, that it's going to be like as freeing as it can be, when you, it's like when you understand that your mind wanting to know, and wanting to see, and wanting to find evidence is creating a block, right? Is creating some sort of shortening, or like it's like just making it small, right? You see how I'm like, it's like creating this yeah, it's tattering you, right? It's like keeping you down to earth and not moving forward. And that's perhaps why you may have been feeling like you're moving in slow motion, because your necessity to see is keeping you tethered to the concepts, to the judgments, to the value, to perhaps like the traditional way of learning, right? It's like your learning will come the moment that, and I want to say, it's not like this is not teaching you something as well, but it's like, you know that you can expand, you know that you can flow freely. And the moment that you do, the moment that you feel instead of see, this is when the presence will become a lot more felt, a lot more intense, a lot more, it's like you will feel in your skin, right? It will feel as real as if somebody was touching your skin. Because the Eight of Cups here is doubling the energy that I'm seeing from the Two of Cups. So if you see here, the Two Cups, well, beside the Two of Swords, are mimicking this and almost like correcting what you feel is the right way to, it's like you know that you're preparing the room, right, to receive the presence of your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. But in reality, what they are showing you, the way that they can be seen, is through feeling and cutting the cord of your mind needing to label it, needing to, it's like lift that off, right? It's like use this tool of your sensitivity, Taurus, to unblock that, right? There is no need to label it. There, it's like use the words of your heart, right? Is what I'm hearing. And I feel like the moment that you do so, because the eights are, well, especially the Eight of Cups in this case, it's like, is this overlapping of two energies, two consciousnesses, two individuals. It's like the Two Cups are still here, right? Is that now you feel, it's like now it's not just inside your heart, now it expands. The moment that you unblock this, you it's like you throw away the judgment, right? It's like you feel completely, it's like the room is filled and they're closer than ever, right? This is how I'm sensing this Eight of Cups. It's like they have always been there, but your need to see was creating a block. And because of that, it's like the moment that you let go of that, Taurus, it's like they're closer than ever. They're like right next to you and you can feel it, and it feels so good. It feels so reassuring. It feels like this. It feels amazing. It feels like your full self shining, your fullest brightness, right? So I am going to pull more cards to see where this wants to go, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading, Taurus. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye.